This is Daniel's story, and it's based on a true story. Daniel had dabbled with Ouija boards for years, store boards, homemade ones, solo sessions, and group sittings. A careful skeptic by nature, he tested every strange moment against logic and the ideomotor explanation. Still, curiosity kept pulling him back. Over 2 or 3 weeks, he ran a string of solo sessions using a homemade board and different planchettes, a shot glass, a wine glass, a cardboard piece. At first, the glass would drift to yes and wander with no clear message. Then, without hesitation, the planchette began to spell one word over and over. Demon. Daniel switched glasses, and the result repeated. Demon, demon, demon. It then spelled evil, then hell, until he closed the session shaken. He recorded photos and videos. Nothing obvious appeared in the footage, though slowed clips picked up odd breathing sounds. The more unsettling evidence was physical. The glass pulled with a force Daniel could not account for. The drag intensified at times, and the room felt cold and heavy, as if something had pressed itself into the air. A few weeks later, Daniel tried again, and this time the board answered instantly. The glass slid to yes, then spelled Belial repeatedly. When asked who was in command, it spelled his own name, Daniel. The candle on the board flared. The planchette jolted and rushed, sometimes trying to go off the edge. At moments it carved a figure 8 across the board, a pattern many experienced users say signals an aggressive, seizing presence. Before we continue, please hit the subscribe button. The board even spelled the name of a woman Daniel had once loved, personal knowledge it had never revealed before. He felt something drain his strength. Ambient noises and an oppressive presence punctuated the session. When the glass began the figure 8s again, tugging at his hands with alarming force, Daniel snapped the board closed. He put it away and never touched it again. He can't force anyone to believe the photos or sounds were proof, but he knows what he felt. Not the gentle nudges of his muscles, but an active, dark intelligence moving that planchette. For Daniel, that night ended the experiments. He walked away convinced some doors should remain closed. This was Daniel's story based on a true story. Like, share, and subscribe for more true creepy stories.